Hi guys, Plug-in India users, friends. So I'm here in Charlottesville, Virginia at Jim Price Chevrolet dealership, and Mr. Blake, he is with us here today. We are going to take a test ride in Chevy Bolt. Okay, so let's walk. Looks like the car is right there, and we'll see what's all this buzz about. Here is the car. So hello Blake. So
hey.
Is this, what model is this? 2017?
2017 Chevrolet
Awesome.
Bolt electric vehicle.
Great. So can you just tell us in general about some features, exterior features?
Sure. If you look on the left-hand side here, instead of your usual gas port, this is actually where your charging port is going to be on the left-hand side.
Okay.
You can use a standard household charger. There's an available fast charger available that you can buy, and then it also is compatible with public charging stations, which is going to be your fastest way to charge the vehicle.
Right.
But the upgraded in-home chargers, you can get about 25 miles per hour of charge with that upgraded charger. That's an extra feature and component that you have to purchase separately, but it is recommended very highly because that's the fastest way you're going to be able to charge your Volt.
I see. Okay, great.
You come around here, it actually has, interesting enough, it's got a remote start feature. Which it doesn't, you think about it and you're like, wait, it's an electric vehicle, how's it going to remote start? But what it does is turn on the heating or cooling components inside, so if you get inside the vehicle, it's going to be warm or cold. Press the button once to lock it, and you can hold the button down for 2 to 3 seconds. And you can see now, you didn't hear anything, but you can see the lights are on the vehicle now.
Correct,
meaning
yes.
that it's on. So that's going to start up the heating components in the car and warm it up for about 10 minutes at a time, and that way you can get inside the vehicle and it's comfortable.
Right. That's great.
So we can come around here too if you want and see some of the cargo capacity in the car. There is a backup camera on the back here as well, so you have that available. Notice here there is a little tray inside here, which is currently down, but you can see you can configure this in a couple different ways. You can have this as kind of like a shelf here, and this is where you can put your stuff. You can take this out completely, and you've got a kind of a deeper shelf down here. This is actually the fast charger, which is an extra accessory that's added onto the vehicle, but that's what you would need you really need that in order to practically charge the vehicle. Otherwise it takes about an hour to get 4 miles per charge on a standard household charger. So you need this it's a 240 volt, which I don't know if it's different here as far as electrical systems than it is in India. But
in India, standard is 220 volts. So
the charging system probably works a little better than it does here. It's a little weak here for a normal system, but this upgrades it to the point where you can do it practically.
I see. It looks like pretty good boot space. So the batteries are at the bottom.
And then you can fold the seats down as well, and give you even more room if you want. It's got kind of a privacy cover here, which is removable.
I see.
But this more or less gives you the ability to hold that flat there, and then if you come around the side, fold the seats down flat. That kind of makes it even. That's why that tray is there.
Oh, nice. Okay. So you can transport some furniture and stuff.
Yeah.
This is really good size hatchback. I really like it.
Yeah, it's pretty practical. Show you a couple things before we actually record it, or
sounds good.
Either way.
Yeah. Okay.
You see a huge display screen here in the center. It's almost like a computer.
Yeah, it is. Totally.
A lot of different information. I mean, sometimes it's almost overwhelming the amount of information that you can look at. If you hit the home button, there's a little house right up here in the corner. Take you to the home screen, which is where we're at. You can view your radio station right here on the left. You can actually adjust these little icons and things like that if you want to change them around. But you got your energy details. It'll tell you where your battery has been, where you've been using it. The most is 62% came from driving, 30% from climate.
Oh wow, that is really nice.
You can see how your climate's adjusted. If you turn your heating system off, it's obviously going to work better than if it's on. But
right.
there's a comfort level that you want to try to keep. It does have automatic temperature control, so you can adjust it to certain temperatures if you want to.
Cool.
You got your heated seats here on each corner.
I see. Okay. And does it have like a mode where, you know, if I'm going somewhere and if I feel like, okay, I really need to like conserve battery power, then, you know, it can turn like eco mode or whatever, power saver mode.
So if you're this one actually, if you have
energy settings, I see.
So there's a ton of different ways that you can kind of configure. There's different.
Okay.
Let's see. That you can configure, you know, even radio volume, all that kind of stuff. Everything electrical in this car, as far as heating system, radio. I mean, if you have your radio turned up all the way and it's really loud, that's going to use up more energy than if it was at a lower setting.
Correct.
All that stuff has to do with battery consumption. So I mean, there's different ways for you to be able to adjust that. There is a sport mode, funny enough, if you want. That's obviously not going to be very efficient, but it does make the car a little bit more fun to drive. This car actually does 0 to 60 in 6.5 seconds, which is pretty quick for an electric car. You know, that's impressive. It really is, and you'll see when you drive it the amount of power. You're really surprised. It's instantaneous torque. I mean, once you get your foot on the pedal, you don't have any. I guess one of the issues that some people might think about is, you know, if they're entering into a high speed situation going onto the interstate, you want to feel like you're comfortable enough to do that, and this car has no problem doing that. So it's very if you need to change lanes, if you need to pass somebody, it's gonna do the job. But
fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And does it have that regeneration mode if you're going down the hill?
It does. So there's it does it if you're going down the hill. It'll regenerate. There's actually a paddle on the left hand side. You'll feel that?
Yeah.
You can actually use that to slow the vehicle down. It's not a brake, so it will not completely stop the car. But if you use that paddle to slow the vehicle down, say you're coming up to a red light, you're needing to slow down in a situation, that'll automatically regenerate power to the battery.
Oh, that is great.
Yeah.
That is really great.
Yep. So you'll be able to feel that when you drive it.
Yeah, okay. I like this idea of, you know, regenerative stopping much better than having a regenerate like a gear, because it kind of intrudes your, you know, continuous driving routine. So this will be really great if you're coming across a light and you just, you know that you have to stop. Just engage that mode for temporary.
Right. You'll still want to use the brake because it does. I guess I don't want anybody to confuse it for a braking system, because it'll slow the vehicle down, but it will not completely brake the vehicle. But it's great for, you know, if you use that, that's how you really maximize the mileage you can get out of this car.
All right. Okay. That is fantastic. Okay. Sounds good. So. Let's go for a quick ride.
Seatbelts on and go for it. The shifter on this is pretty unique. You can kind of see here that there's a little button here on the side. If you press that button and then push it forward, it'll go to neutral. Push it over to the left, it'll go to reverse. And then you push it back and it'll go into drive. And then if you want to park, you simply just press that P there and it'll be in park.
I see. Okay. So I'm going to push it back and we engage the drive mode. And
very quiet.
Very quiet, smooth, silent, no vibrations. Perfect. Okay. So which route do you recommend?
We'll go to this stop sign right here and go right, and I'll show you a nice little route that'll loop us around and give you a little bit of feel of just, you know, a little bit of kind of a highway driving here, 29, and then some kind of back road driving too. They'll give you an idea of both of those.
All right.
If you want to, this would be a great place to accelerate. You can really feel what that feels like.
Wow. And what is amazing is it's pretty good acceleration. I have to admit, I'm somewhat of a chicken driver. I'm not really one to push the car hard. But you know, we accelerated, that was still pretty good, and it was completely quiet. Like no making any noise or anything. And the drive quality is really good.
So we'll just keep going through this stoplight here.
Okay. So the digital display.
The digital display in the center.
It was showing some 2.5 seconds. What was that?
So.
Wait, no, let me try this thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it significantly makes a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
It's you know, not quite a brake, but it's
Yeah,
almost there.
if you kind of have to teach yourself a new way to drive using that, but once you get used to it, it comes second nature.
Second nature, okay.
And
okay.
as long as you understand, like I said, that it's not a complete braking system, but you use it, you know, to slow yourself down, and then when you're slow enough, you can use the brake, because the braking power will take some of the battery power away. So if you exclusively use the brake,
correct.
then you know you're going to drain the battery more. So you want to try to regenerate as much as you can.
Okay. Understand. Nice.
I'd be curious to see if another car gets in front of you. I think that's what it has to do.
So you want me to just keep in this lane?
Yeah. If you go all the way up to that stoplight there, and we'll turn right.
Okay. So I'm going to try stopping again. That with that shooting again. Yeah, it's quite. Really good stopping. I mean,
So we can kind of cut into this lane right here and go right there.
Okay.
It's got automatic headlights or high beam control.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, so if somebody coming, it'll notice the car and it'll go to low beam, and then once they pass you, it'll go up to high beam, and all on its own. So
that's perfect.
A lot of the newest, greatest features you can get in this car.
Okay. And I'm assuming this 153 miles is the range remaining?
Yes, yeah. Yeah, it's not at a full charge.
Okay, and there is like another kilowatt thing on the right side that is...
Yeah, it shows how much power you're using.
Oh, per hour or something?
It should be an instant reading.
Okay.
So you can kind of see that you're using the brake, and then it kind of levels out at a stop.
Yeah, so
and
now
it's
it is
just using, the...
Yeah. So I think that is per Q, because this whole, the battery pack size is what, 24 kilowatt hours or 50? I don't know how much it is. So I guess if we are not moving, we are just like this, then it would use 1 kilowatt of power per hour.
Just from the air conditioning or the radio.
So, and what is this range here? So it says 112 miles?
So that's actually the mileage on the vehicle itself.
Oh, that's a mileage.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. This is really good. The ride quality is truly exceptional so far. Very silent, quiet, which I guess is too typical for electric vehicles, but still.
Yep, you're following that one.
So how many charging stations? I think Charlottesville already has 1 or 2 charging stations, aren't they?
I know that they just installed an actual Tesla charging station, which is over near the Stonefield Shopping Center. And I know there's been a few charging stations at some businesses that have put in. That the only one I'm aware of that's a public station is that Tesla station. I'm not sure about other ones. Typically, some of the hotels will have them and things like that. They're usually for public use for customers. So we'll go around this traffic circle and we'll just go straight. So it'll be this first turn with the next one. you were asking about earlier, if there was kind of a low range mode or if there was a way to conserve power. So you'll see now that before when we were in park there was D, but there wasn't an L underneath it. But now there is an L. It's kind of a low range mode. So if you have it in L, it'll kind of sense the be as efficient as it can be.
I see. Okay. And what sound system?
It's got a Bose sound system in it.
Sweet.
Yeah. Which isn't standard, but it is. This one does have it.
Okay.
It even has a heated steering wheel as well.
Oh yeah.
You kind of see in the cruise control cluster, there's two cars that almost look like they're about to crash.
Collision.
So that's a collision alert. You can, if you press that button, it'll set car length where it's going to alert you. It'll give you an alert if you don't react to braking in a certain amount of time.
I see. I'm totally feeling the steering wheel warmed up right now.
It's pretty quick.
It is, yeah. And so many times I wish that, just for like the first 5 minutes of driving.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Sweet. Wow, such a nice road.
I don't know if the infrastructure's there or not, but in the United States, at least all Chevrolet, including this vehicle, does come with a Wi-Fi feature built into it. It works off AT&T towers.
Oh, really?
So it's basically its own hotspot.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Connect devices to it. They have data plans that go along with it.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I think even in India, the cell phone connections are pretty good, and many cars have the connectivity feature. So that is there.
I'm sure they. I don't know.
I think our bigger struggle
they're going to offer it, but I'm sure they will. They can. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Wow, I'm driving at 45 miles and it's not a thing. Why does it?
It's opened up there. So you can kind of see there, it says regen. So it's using some of the braking power right now to regenerate some of that. I see. You can go here. It'll actually give us a live feed of what the vehicle is doing.
Great.
So you can hit that energy, and you can see now battery power is flowing to the electric motor, and now power is flowing back. It kind of goes back and forth depending on what situation you're in. But it's a live feed of what's going on. Yeah.
This one combined with this one, where I can see how much energy it is consuming, is really good because I was doing it when I owned a Prius. It used to show me how much miles per gallon at this moment it is taking, and there is this thing called hypermiling, and you just used to see what is the best you can get, best average.
Yeah, it's kind of like a game.
It becomes totally like a game.
Yeah, because it'll actually. So it'll actually give you a score.
Wow.
Yeah. So you got from technique to terrain, climate settings, outside temperature. You can't really control that.
Right.
It'll give you a score, and you can score yourself, track yourself if you really wanted to. I'm sure you can log it.
Yeah.
But it does give you a lot of. And this is all since the last full charge. It'll all reset when you do that. So
I see.
Efficiency history, the past 5, 25, 50 miles.
Oh yeah. Great. That's the graph that I love.
Yeah. It gives you a lot of data that you can work off of. And then they know a lot of the people that are interested in vehicles like this are very interested in the way it works and how efficient they can be.
Yeah. Absolutely. So does this come with like a different battery packs, like different ranges, or is it just like
they're all the same?
Just same.
Yep.
Okay. I see.
Yeah, most of the options on this vehicle are equipment options. So there's different. Like this one's pretty much got everything you can get. But you can get lower trim levels as well, less features, cloth seats.
I see.
Things like that.
Okay. And so what is the like sticker price before subsidies of this vehicle?
So this one's at about 43,000.
43,000.
Yeah. So this
plus
one,
the I guess
there's a $7,500 tax credit currently available for the Bolt.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think that has a lot to do with how many vehicles are sold.
Yeah.
So currently it's available.
And is there a state?
There is not, as far as I know, in Virginia. There's certain states do have some credits.
Okay.
I know there was some talk about getting rid of that credit, but luckily it's staying in force. So we were kind of concerned about it because that had it drives a lot of sales for the vehicle.
Yeah.
Between the Volt and the Bolt, $7,500 is a pretty big credit.
So absolutely.
That was definitely something that people come in very interested about.
Yeah. And I can totally see this, like someone who is buying like a top end Prius for 30,000, just stretch a little bit more, 35,000.
Right. And the base price of this vehicle I think starts at about $37,500. So if you think about it, it's about $30,000 with the tax credit.
Then that is a really good deal.
Yep.
Really good deal.
Yep.
So, and what is the rated range?
238 is what they claim.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They claim 238.
And
I'm sure you could do a little more depending on your situation, the terrain and climate has a lot to do with that. If it's cold or really hot, that can affect the battery. But, they claim 238, and most of the reviewers and people that have done it have been able to obtain that. So it wasn't just Chevrolet boasting about a number that wasn't real, but it is very attainable.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
You can go in the next entrance. Hit that button first.
Okay.
And now it's parked, and hit that button, and now it's off.
Rear seat reminder.
So if the rear doors are opened within 10 minutes of starting the ignition, it will automatically remind you, hey, did you leave a computer bag, a child, anything in that seat? This is a feature you can turn off, but it is something
that's pretty good to have.
Yeah. Hey, did you leave your computer bag back there? Did you leave your child back there? That's kind of what it says.
This is great. This is great.
Yeah.
Overall, a fantastic vehicle, and sounds good. So let's just do a quick shot outside.
Sure.
And I think that's all we need. Yeah. Okay. So thank you, Blake. Thank you. To Bryce. It was great meeting you.
Yeah. Nice to meet you too.
Yeah. Lots of good information, and what a lovely vehicle. And I really hope that our American viewers really got a good idea and come to dealerships and check it out. And our Indian viewers, we cannot wait to have this vehicle in India.
Yeah, I'm excited. Excited for the world to see the Bolt.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Yep, thank you.
Bye.